What's up, guys? It's Nedu the trainer here. I'm talking about glute muscles. That's right, the butt muscles, the booty muscles. Typically, when we talk about glutes, it's always, how can I get bigger glutes? More for like aesthetics. But today, I'm actually talking about the importance of glutes in regards to athleticism. So training my glutes actually helped me with my athleticism. Yes, that is right. So let's talk about a couple things. So the muscles in your glutes are responsible for extending your hips. They're also responsible for abducting your hips, adducting, internal, external rotation at your hips. And then also, when you look at these movements, these are movements, and what I mean by like internal external rotation, I mean like if I take my hand, or if I have a cup of water and I rotate it in, that's internal rotation. If I take a cup of water and I pour it out back here, that's external rotation. So those movements are critical components of sprinting, of jumping, of changing direction, right? So whenever those muscles are activated and are strong, then our sprinting becomes more powerful, right? Our jumping becomes more powerful. And then also changing direction becomes quicker because there's more force that we're applying. So how do you activate your glutes? Or how do you even, get these muscles contracting? So typically it's believed in the world of fitness, right? You see a lot of people like, oh, I felt my glutes burning when I was doing, squats and deadlifts, right? Or they were sore. That doesn't necessarily mean that you activated your glutes just because they're sore. There was a study done by the American Council of Fitness in 2006 that actually showed that doing squats and deadlifts actually don't activate the maximum amount of gluteus maximus or big butt muscles, right? Actually, doing movements such as a glute bridge, so on your back, almost like a hip and a hip thrust, activated more gluteus maximus muscles. And those are just those exercises, right? And this doesn't mean to stop doing squats and deadlifts. Those are great, but they actually do not activate the maximum amount of muscles in the gluteus maximus. So think about bridges and stuff like that. So whenever you're thinking about athleticism, this is an area of the body that we want to also focus on getting stronger, but also activating. And one way we activate our glutes is by doing body weight movements. So they also found that actually, you could take a guy who could squat these 1 rep max, 400 or 500 pounds. Now, just because they can lift that weight doesn't necessarily mean that they activated the maximum amount of glute muscles. They actually found that in doing body weight movements like the glute bridge, so lying on your back and doing a hip thrust, or hip thrust, elevating yourself on a bench, activated more muscles. And so that's one exercise you can do. So you can think about like bird dogs too, right? So being on all fours and kicking your leg back and extending your arm at the same time. And when you start to feel that burning sensation in the glute, right? That is you activating your glute muscles. And then you start to progress to adding weight like a barbell on your hip or waist as you're doing your bridges. And those are just a couple progressions that you can do whenever you're going from activating your glutes to building strength and getting them powerful. So when you think about athleticism, I want you to think about glute training. It's not just the sexiness factor that comes about, but I also want you to think about activating them and getting them stronger. And that helps improve your athleticism, whether it's from running and jumping and changing direction. That is glute training. So they're important, guys. Till next time, please send me a message, inbox me, ask me questions. I love talking about this stuff. Until next time, check out my website, nativefitness.com, and look forward to hearing back from everyone. And hopefully this helps you. Just a quick tip. I'm out. Peace.